She give me top and I pipe down. Hey, she asked for top and I tell the whole pipe down. Bitch, give me pop like right now. Yeah, bitch, right now. I pop a Zango like hell. She give me top and I pipe down. Hey, she asked for top and I tell the whole pipe down. Bitch, give me pop.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Ricky Reezy back with another My Hero Academia manga chapter review, and this time we got chapter 271. I know, I wasn't here last week for the big Shigaraki return, but that shit was crazy. I'll do a follow-up video on that sometime this week coming up soon. And I know you guys have noticed a new background. You know, your boy was moved in, and it's kind of hard to move during the pandemic because there's a lot of shit going on. But that's why there's a new backdrop. I'm in my new place. My girl moved from Delaware to Texas, and now we lit. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let's talk about this chapter 271. And I know, like, it was lit, you know, because we got to see Tokoyami take on Dabi, and that it wasn't, well, he didn't really like go head to head with him because Dark Shadow's weak because of the fire, and but it was good because it was believable. Like, it would be Horikoshi, it would be a stretch for him to have like Tokoyami take down Dabi. But we finally got the answer of why this nigga Dabi is always just talking. Yip. Yapping. This nigga don't ever shut the fuck up. And Hawks was like, that nigga is giving himself time because, like, as we know, Dabi's flames, his body can't really take it, so he starts overheating and his skin starts burning. So it's like he talks just to like try and give himself a breather. And that makes sense. It's a good way of Horikoshi explaining why the fuck this nigga Dabi can never secure the bag because he's always running his fucking mouth. So I'm satisfied with that answer. And then one thing to note, like what at the beginning of the chapter, when Tokoyami was trying to get away from Fat Gum to go save Hawks, and he broke out of Fat Gum's arms, well, his Fat Gum noted like, yo, nobody else has ever like broke out of his fat like that before. So Tokoyami like subtly over the course of the series, Horikoshi has been letting us know like, yo, Tokoyami is not to be trifled with. This man is powerful on the lowest of keys. And I just feel like I like that a lot because Tokoyami, like, the side characters aren't being forsaken. They're not being just like pressed under, like swept under the rug because the main characters need to get stronger, and then we always gotta have strong villains. I love that the side characters in My Hero Academia, like, you can have one of them as your favorites, and eventually they'll do something spectacular. They'll have a big moment. They'll have a big fight over the course of the series. And, you know, I think that's awesome. But yeah, this chapter was good. It was like it had me on my toes at the beginning just because Hawks is severely injured. Dark Shadow lets us know that Hawks' back is pretty much gone at this point because Dabi like singed it off. And I felt like that alone, like Tokoyami's really just like on the front lines by himself at that point, trying to save his mentor and trying to deal with Dabi. So that was like, there was a lot of tension I felt in that moment because I didn't really know how Horikoshi was gonna angle this. Was this gonna be the first student Horikoshi like kills off? Was Tokoyami gonna get like a plus ultra moment and surpass his limits and take down Dabi? So I was really just like on like just waiting to see what happens. And then he waited for the right moment and escaped. You know, he jumped off the side of the rail, grabbed Hawks, like bungee jumped down with Dark Shadow. And then like Dabi was like, you know what, you thought, you little bitch. Activated the Endeavor fire boosters and came down right after him. And it was dope seeing Dabi do that because like we've seen Endeavor do it up until this point. And like seeing Dabi do that is kinda OD. But that shit was awesome in my opinion. But then we get Genten pulling up with the giant ice fucking wall. At first, I'm not even gonna bullshit you. Like when I first saw the panel, I thought it was Shoda. I thought maybe like that group had came to like help out because like at the end of 270, we get a shot of Deku and he's like feeling Shigaraki's presence coming, which I thought was pretty cool. And like that whole sequence when Genten pulls up and then like the ice wall disrupts the Tokoyami and Dabi situation, I know Tokoyami had to be breathing the biggest sigh of relief, bro, because that nigga was about to be cooked, boy. Yo, and that shit was fucking amazing. This whole arc has just been heat, honestly, from the start up until now, and we're not even done. Like, I don't, you know, that gets us into like towards the end of this chapter. Giganta or Giganta, right? Giganta, like we see him, he stands up and he's like cognizant all of a sudden because he smells Shigaraki's scent. And this is like, boys, we are here now. Shigaraki is back with All for One. The real All for One. It turns out the character All for One has a copy of his own quirk because he gave the real All for One quirk to Shigaraki. Shigaraki's back up and running. We got Giganta waking up. And it just feels like, yeah, My Hero was fun. My Hero Academia was cool. But it's over now because the villains are about to win. GG, guys. But this shit is awesome, bro. This shit is craziness. It's madness. This is like my mind races at the thought of what's going to happen over the course of the next few chapters. Shigaraki is awake. Like, Endeavor and friends are gonna have to deal with that man right there. With all his new quirks, all his abilities. He has All for One. He can take people's quirks. He could take Endeavor's quirk and just leave Endeavor quirkless. Like, this shit is like, this is some next level shit when you sit down and you really think about it. But yeah, guys, this was another great chapter. And this weekend I'll have some follow-up videos since I didn't get a chance to review 270. I'll drop some content for that and give you my thoughts on certain things and some theories I have after reading that chapter. But your boys all moved into his new place, so we are back to our regular scheduled content. So this shit has been madness, guys. Thanks for all the support. I've been gaining a few new subscribers, people leaving comments. Let's try and get this video to 5 likes. Just 5, you know, that's easy, right? They're like first 5. But I've been Reezy. You guys just got wrecked, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Peace.